Hi guys, FM Campbell here. Welcome to the attacking midfield episode of the Wonder Kids series. I hope you've enjoyed other episodes. If you haven't already seen them, the links are in the description. Currently we've already done left backs, right backs, centre backs, goalkeeper, defensive midfield and centre midfield. Feel free to check them out if you want. A couple of notes to make and a couple of things to make you aware of before I get into this episode. All Wonder Kids a Wonder Kid I class as a maximum age of 20 years old. So if there's any players that you feel should be included in this list but are over 20 years old, that's the reason why. There may be some players also that may be classed in this save as a centre midfielder rather than a central attacking midfielder. So that might be also a reason why they may not appear in this episode, but they may be in a centre midfield episode, which you can feel free to check out if you want to. A couple more things as well. Just one thing to remember actually. Every single save is different. Every single load up is different. This is all done on the same load up. All episodes have been on the same load up. And these are all players that I've found throughout my experience as Football Manager so far. And just remember, they may not appear to be exactly the same in your save as they are in this one. So let's crack on with the episode. Obviously we're going to start with the youngest first and then go up through to the age of 20. There are a lot of players in this episode, so I'm going to try and get through them as quick as I can and just sort of give you a very brief sort of overview of what I think and is good and bad about each player. So the first player is Hachim Mastor. This guy's 16 years old, central attacking midfielder obviously, plays for AC Milan. I'm guessing he's in he's in the under 18s. This guy looks very, very good technically for a 16-year-old. His mental attributes are quite a concern. There are a lot there that are sort of 5 and under, including aggression, bravery, decisions, leadership, positioning, teamwork, work rate. That's just mentally. Then we've got physical. We've got balance of 4, stamina of 5, strength of 4. So he does need a lot of work, but he's only 16, so there's a lot of time for development. 300k in value, £200 a week, and he's Italian. Next we've got Christian Barrios. As you can see, a big step up from the previous guy that I just mentioned. 16 years old, 750k in value, £25 a week, so it is a youth contract. Plays for San Lorenzo, currently in the reserves. He's Argentinian. His mental attributes are very good for a 16-year-old. That determination stats standing out, as you can see. Physical attributes does need a little bit of work, but I've noticed that physical attributes isn't massively important for a central attacking midfielder because they're normally all quite small. Same in this example, he's 5'2", but look at them technical attributes for a 16-year-old. Dribbling of 14, first touch of 14, passing of 14, and technique of 15, so very, very good. Next we've got Alpar, I'm going to try and pronounce this, Ademoglu. I think I pronounced that correctly. Physical's not great, but for the position doesn't matter too much. 16 years old, 40.5k in value, so it's very, very cheap. Youth contracts is on £50 a week, currently in the Anderlecht under 21s. Mental attributes, have got some promising things going on in there, and same with the technical. Dribbling of 13, first touch of 14, passing of 13, and technique of 13. Next we've got Arianit Ferrati. This guy is quite a good prospect actually going forward. Technical is very, very good. His mental just needs a little bit of work, but that will come through age. The German's physical stats, however, are not great, but he's very, very quick. Well, his agility and acceleration is not too bad. £55 a week, so again a youth contract. 5'6", he's worth 450k. Currently playing for Stuttgart in the under 19s. Next we have Abdelhak Nouri, or Nauri, 17 years old, 775k in value. Playing for Jong Ajax at the moment. 1.3k a week in wages. The Dutchman's physical attributes are pretty poor, although there's a couple of good ones in there with a natural fitness, agility, both 14. Mental attributes okay for a 17-year-old. You expect it maybe a little bit higher than that, but unfortunately it's not too bad. Very versatile, can play in pretty much any midfield position other than sort of defensive midfield. Technical attributes are pretty good. Dribbling of 13, first touch of 14, passing of 14, and technique of 15. Then we've got Patrick Roberts, our first Englishman of the episode so far. Physical attributes are very good, other than his strength, but it's not key in that area. We've got acceleration and agility of 17 and 18. Then we've got balance, natural fitness and stamina all of 15, and then pace of 14. Definitely want to keep an eye on this guy. 2.5 million in value, 17 years old. He's on £4 a week, currently at Fulham. His mental attributes aren't that great. Determination is a little bit of worry in this save. Dribbling is superb. Techniques 16. Finishing and first touch both 12, and his passing is 13. It's probably going to cost you a little bit of money, but definitely a recommended player from me. David Concha. Physical's not too bad. 17 years old. He's pretty average, maybe a little bit above across the board, but he doesn't need a lot of work. He's 5'8", 275k in value, 1.9k a week in wages. Currently playing for Racing, and he's Spanish. But yeah, it does need a little bit of work, but definitely one to look out for. Alen Halilovic obviously moved to Barcelona very, very recently, so I doubt you'll be able to get him in the first season. His technical attributes are ridiculously good. He's first team sort of level, really. His physical is actually quite good as well, especially for his age. I mean, this guy could be a real world beater. And his mental attributes have improved massively upon last season. On the last FM, basically. But look at that, dribbling 17, first touch 16, passing 14, and technique 17. He's Croatian, 1.7 million in value and 7.25k a week. Highly recommend trying to go for him in either January or the end of the season. Kingsley Coman playing for Juventus. 2.3 million in value, 23 grand a week, 18 years old. He's French, so he's going to cost you a little bit of money. Physical attributes are very, very good. Pretty much across the board, to be honest with you. His technical attributes are good, and it goes hand in hand with his mental attributes too, so definitely one to keep an eye out. Try and pronounce this now. This guy, Tomasiewicz, I hope I pronounced that correctly, 18 years old, 15.25k in value, so very, very cheap. He plays for Legia, £210 a week in wages, so this, like I say, is very, very cheap. Physical attributes, other than this, maybe get stamina up for his position. Mental attributes are okay, a couple of ones to work on there, and his technical attributes are pretty average, to be honest with you, but he's only 18 years old. I think that is Polish. Yep, he's Polish. But a lot of prospects about him. Then we've got Nathan, a very common one in previous FMs. 18 years old, Brazilian, currently playing for Atletico Paranaense. 3.1k a week in wages. He starts off abysmal mentally with morale, so maybe you could go for him and get him in early doors. 105k in value. Physical attributes a bit of a concern. A couple of things that you need to work on in there. Jumping especially. Well, jumping's not a key, but his natural fitness and stamina is a little bit worrying. So is his balance for his position. Mental attributes are it's not too bad actually. He's got a lot to build upon, and the same with his technical as well. We're passing the 15, technical 14, or dribbling a 14 as well. First touch of 13. Bicho, currently on loan from Deportivo in the Barcelona B team. This guy I stumbled upon by accident, much like a couple of players. 300k in value, £55 a week youth contract, 18 years old Spaniard. Technical attributes are actually really, really good. Dribbling a 15, first touch is 16, passing a 14, and technique is 16. Mental attributes needs a couple of things to work on. Concentration and determination are worrying for me. Same with his work rate. Seems like a bit of an exotic player rather than a worker, a grinder. It's quite quick actually. Acceleration of 14, agility 17, his pace is 12. Stamina and natural fitness a little bit of a worry as well. But other than that, he actually is a little bit of a steal, I think. Imam Tariq, this guy you'll probably recognise from FM14. This guy was the man, and again, he looks like he could be the man as well. I reckon you're probably going to struggle to get a work permit for him. With personal knowledge, I know that, but he's in high demand, so get this guy in early doors. 18 years old, 250k in value, £350 a week in wages, playing for Al-Kawa Al-Jawiya. My best attempt at that. Mental attributes are very, very good actually. Positioning off the ball, need work a little bit. Concentration's a little bit of a worry, same with bravery. Natural fitness is probably the only one that I'd like to work on quite a bit. Well, that would need to be sort of developed. Technical attributes are pretty average actually in comparison to last year. Parsons 14, there's a lot of 12s in there, 13 and finishing. We can also play on the left-hand side as he's left-footed. Who else we got next? We've got Marco Asensio. This guy you may recognise from previous FMs as well, much like a lot of the players. Physical attributes, there's a little bit of a worry, but look at that determination of 20. Absolutely love that. Mental attributes also, same with his physical, needs some work. First touch is good though. Passing and technique of 14. Same with his free kick taken, so he's a set piece taker if you want him to be. Crossing and dribbling at 12 if you do decide to play on the left hand side. 18 years old, 850k in value, playing for Mallorca at the moment, 5.25k a week in wages. Moving on nice and swiftly, Marcos Lopez, currently on loan from Man City. He is 18 years old, Portuguese, 2.5k a week in wages. I'm guessing that is that the full amount. It is indeed. 750k in value. His physical attributes are really good actually for his position, quite impressive. Mental attributes needs working on, so get someone tutoring him, and technical, there's a couple of areas that he could improve on. He's currently on loan from Lille, by the way. Who we got next? Ryan Gould. Now this guy's obviously just moved to Sporting in real life. He's also got an agent that owns 20% of him, so you may have to pay up a little bit. Physical attributes, not too bad, needs a bit of work. He's very versatile across the front three, especially attacking midfield options. Mental attributes are actually pretty good. 18 years old, Scottish, 500k in value, 6.75k a week in wages. Technical attributes are also very good. Dribbling 14, first touch 14, free kick taken also 14, passing of 13, and techniques 11, which is a little bit of concern. It says he's naturally a left-sided winger, but he's also a natural in the central attacking midfield, where I'd probably play him. Then we have Unai Lopez, 18 years old. Natural fitness is a bit of a concern. Other than that, physical is pretty much average. Mental attributes, determination is a shame, same as teamwork. Very, very good other than that. Then technical, not too bad at all. First touch of 15, passing of 13, technique is 16. 625k a week. 625k value. 18 years old. Currently playing for Athletic Bilbao. 3.7k a week wages. Currently listed for loan as well, so get him in early doors. Now, Maximilian Meyer, one of my favourite central attacking midfield wonder kids in the game. Physical attributes aren't too bad. Maybe stamina could do a little bit of work, and his pace too. Mental attributes, it's okay actually. Flair 17 to go with that technique of 18. Off the ball 16. Vision 16, so he's a great passer. He's an advanced or an attacking midfielder or an advanced playmaker. Look at that dribbling 17. First touch 18. Passing 14. Technique 18. I'd probably maybe work on his finishing. Long shots possibly as well. Other than that, this guy is unreal. His tackling though, he's never going to win a ball. He's German, currently playing for Schalke, 18 years old, 7 million in value, so you are going to have to cough up a bit of money for him. And he's on 24.5k a week in wages. Then we've got Serge Gnabry playing for Arsenal, German, 18 years old, 7.5 million value, 15 grand a week. This guy's injured from 3 to 4 months at the very beginning of the game. Physical attributes are ridiculous, very, very impressive. And his mental attributes does need a little bit of work actually across the board. And actually so does his technical. I was quite shocked about that when I first found him. Angel Correa, you may recognise this guy as the man to go to get on the first as a Bosman in the first window, or in the January window. This guy's actually very, very impressive as well. Physical attributes are really good. Same with his technical. I mean, he's got dribbling, first touch, passing all 16, technique 17. Look at that flair and 19. Off the ball 16. Other than that, needs a little bit of work, especially on things like composure. Teamwork's a bit of a shame. Decisions will come, and so will determination. Get this guy tutored, basically. 3.8 million in value. He's on 23 grand a week at Atletico Madrid. Just moved there, to my knowledge. Yes, he has. So you won't be able to get him in the first window. But he's Argentinian, and I'd definitely go for him in January. Thomas Martinez, quite a popular one on the last FM, to go and get relatively cheap. 19 years old, 3.4k a week wages at River. 1.7 million value, Argentinian, obviously. Wanted by 9 clubs on loan other than 1 transfer. So you might want to try and get him early doors. To be honest with you, he's quite average across the board. His mental attributes aren't too bad. His composure is a worry though. Well, we've got dribbling of 15, passing of 14, technique of 15, and then we've got first touch of 13. So there's a couple of things to work on, but he could be a good prospect for the future. Otavio, this guy is not bad at all. Mental attributes are really good. Physical attributes as well for his position. Maybe his balance could do with a little bit of work. But his technical isn't too bad either. First touch of 15. We've got passing of 14, tackling of 15. Technique of 15. So yeah, not too bad. 19 years old, currently playing for Porto. Has he just moved there? He has indeed, so you might need to get him in January. 850k in value, 11 grand a week. And he's Brazilian. Mohamed Demirci. This guy's really cheap. 170k in value, 3.7k a week in wages. 19 years old. Currently plays for Besiktas, but he's on loan to Gaziantep. That's my best guess at that. Physical attributes are a big concern. Mental attributes need a lot of work, but them technical attributes, dribbling is 16, first touch, free kicks of 14, long shots 14, passing 16, technique at 18. You don't get many players actually that are current first team players for a lot of teams that are that good. Tony Trindade de Vilhena. This guy looks to be a beast this season. Physical attributes very good. Same with his mental. I'd maybe work on his composure in there. Anticipation needs to come along as well. So get him trained, get him tutored. Dribbling a 14. First touch needs some work probably. Same. Actually, no, it's okay. Passing 14, technical 14. That will improve through age. 4.9k a week in wages at final. The Dutchman is worth 4.1 million. And like I said, 19 years old. Oliver. This guy is the man. Another one. He's also at Porto. He's just moved there, so you're going to have to wait till January to get him. 19 years old, 4.1 million in value, 17 grand a week. He's Spanish. He's currently on loan from Atletico Madrid. Actually, so it won't be January. It'll probably be the end of the season. Mental attributes actually really good. Work rate's a bit of a concern. Maybe his concentration as well. He's probably going to back out of tackles with that bravery. His physical attributes are pretty good. Stamina needs some work. Fitness is a little bit of a concern too. But dribbling 18, first touch 18, passing 18, technique 19. This guy's going to be a world beater. Then we've got Bruno Fernandes. He actually looks pretty good across the board. He's average, or just above average actually. We go with his technical first, with his dribbling, first touch, long shots, passing, all 14, then technique of 15. He's got good flair, good determination. His vision and work rate's pretty good. Bravery's not bad. A couple of areas to work on, his composure especially. Anticipation will come. Physical attributes, not too bad actually. He's 5'8", 8.5k a week wages, 2.3 million in value. He's currently playing for Udinese, and he's the Portuguese man, if that's a word, 19 years old. Leandro Paredes. Now this guy was not a bad player at all on FM 13, if I can remember rightly. Physical attributes are okay, a lot of 12s in there. Mental attributes not too bad at all. I like that flair again, with not bad determination, I guess. Work rate and vision's good. Then we've got dribbling 14, first touch of 13, maybe work on that. Passing of 14 and technique of 15. He's 20 years old, Argentinian, on 14.25k a week on loan from Boca. Currently plays for Roma. This guy though, he's available on a Bosman in January, so you can probably sign him at the end of the season on a free. So keep an eye out from that. Luciano Acosta. This guy is actually very, very good. Very cheap as well, 875k in value. 2.6k a week on wages. Currently, obviously playing for Boca. Physical attributes are really good. Maybe his balance could do some work. But mental attributes not too bad either. Concentration could be improved. But other than that, that's determination 18. Then we've got corners and crossing 14 and 13. Dribbling 16. First touch is 13. I'd get him working on that. Passing 14 and technique 15. 20 years old. Like I said, 875k, Argentinian. He's going to be he looks to be a very good player in the future. Maximilian Arnold, German, currently playing for Wolfsburg, 20 years old, 7.25k a week wages. His morale is abysmal at the beginning of the season. 5.25 million value. Physical attributes, not too bad. He's not the quickest of players, but he's actually okay. 6 foot, weirdly. Mental attributes are okay. Bravery is a bit of a strange one, and his strength actually because of his height, which is weird. What else we got? Flair, bit of a shame for that position. It's not too bad actually, other than that in mental. Then we've got finishing of 15, so you can put him up. Look at his versatility; it's absolutely brilliant. First touch 14, long shot 17. So get him shooting, he'll be banging goals in. Passing 15, technique 14 as well. So definitely one to look out for. Then we have Rodrigo de Paul. Look at them technical attributes. Corners, crossing 14, 13. We've got dribbling at 16, finishing at 13, first touch 14, long shots at 16, passing 14, technique 16. Mental attributes, there's some areas that are a bit of a shame. Work rate's pretty poor, same with his teamwork. Then we've got concentration and decisions are only 10, bravery is an 8. But his physical attributes aren't too bad. 20 years old, Argentinian, currently playing for Valencia. He's on 13 grand a week and is worth 1.7 million. Brian Rebello, 20 years old. Is that Chilean? Yep, Chilean. Oh, no. 1.7 million value, 6.5k a week at Luzerne. Currently on loan from Sevilla. 20 years old, so you're going to have to wait to probably the end of the season to get him. Physical attributes are okay. Mental attributes, not too bad. Can work on his composure. Then we've got technical, dribbling 16, first touch 14, passing 15 and technique 15. So he's actually quite good technically. So we coming into a close now to the end of the list. Denis Suarez, or the fake Suarez as people call him. He's currently on loan for Barcelona, playing for Sevilla. Yeah, he has a City kit. God knows. Spanish, 6.5k a week wages, 3.8 million value, 20 years old. Physical attributes are actually not too bad. Mental attributes, there's a couple of things that are, work rate's not great. Determination, obviously, I prefer a good determined player. Concentration and bravery. Technical attributes though, dribbling 15, first touch 17, passing a 14 and technique is 16, so not too bad at all. So definitely one to look out for. Aga Akets. Physical attributes a little bit of concern. Stamina needs some work. Other than that, he's pretty average. Mental attributes do actually look quite average. That concentration and bravery is a bit of a concern again. Positioning is, you never really get it, I suppose, sometimes. Work rate of 9, that's not great. Finishing of 11, we've got first touch of 13, that needs some work. Passing 14, technique 15. So it does need a little bit of work. 20 years old, currently playing for Atletico Bilbao, 1.9k a week wages, 235k in value. Ross Barkley, probably the best English player in this position, wonder kid wise, 19 million value. Injured for the first 4 to 5 months, 40 grand a week. This guy's going to cost you a lot of money. He's 6'1", which I didn't know. Physical attributes are really good. Same with his mental. Decisions is a bit of a letdown. Other than that, technical's not bad at all. Dribbling 15, first touch 16. We've got long shots of 14, passing of 14. So I'd definitely work on his passing. Technique of 15. Obviously, he's 20 years old. But this guy currently playing for Everton, obviously. But he's going to cost you quite a bit of money. So we come to our last two. We've got Suso now playing for Liverpool. Actually, I say last two. We've got one more after that. Technical, we've got dribbling 17, crossing of 13. So if you want to play him either wing. First touch of 14, passing 15, technique 18. Physical attributes are very, very good. Same with his mental, actually. He's listed for loan at the beginning of the season. A work rate of 10, which is a bit of a shame. 20 years old, 9.25 million in value, 15 grand a week. 20 years old, obviously Spanish, playing for Liverpool. Adam Mayer. Now, this guy's, I don't know, his star ratings never seem to be that good, but he always looks like a great player. Physical attributes we got not too bad. Stamina needs some work. He's not very quick. Mental attributes are okay. His composure needs some work, definitely. Teamwork and work rate are a shame. They don't go with the determination. Dribbling is 17, first touch 15, finishing of 14, and we got passing is 16, and then technique of 17. 5 million in value, 20 years old, 8.5k a week. Wages currently at PSV. The Dutchman's morale is abysmal, so maybe that could factor on whether the ease of being able to get him or not. We move to Man United and Adnan Januzaj. Probably the best wonder kid in this position, in my opinion. 19 years old, 20 million in value, 50 grand a week. Recently signed a new contract until 2018. He's Belgian, obviously. Physical attributes are really good. Natural fitness in this case a little bit of a concern. Other than that, his mental attributes are very good. Composure could do with some work. Maybe concentration will come with age. 19 years old, dribbling 16, first touch 16, passing 16, and technique of 17. Then we've got his free kicks of 14, crossing and corners are both 14 as well. So this guy looks to be a very, very good player. So if you're not a Man United manager, you have to get him in the first season. He's going to be way too expensive. He's also very versatile across the front three positions. People have been known, including myself, to retrain him as well on either wing. So that's it. Staying with Januzaj, he's definitely my pick of the bunch. Not just because I'm a United fan, but the prospect about him and the potential is ridiculous. So definitely the one I'd go for. Like I said, if you want to check out our previous episodes, we've covered goalkeepers, left back, right backs, defensive midfielders, centre backs, central midfielders. Feel free, links will be in the description. But thanks very much for watching. Get your comments in. If there's someone that you feel that I've left out, please let me know. But also check out the other, especially the centre midfielders, if you feel that there's someone that you may think could be classed as a centre midfielder, but you would play in this position. That's may be where they are. If not, I've just missed them. And like I said, get the comment in. But thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.